Well, hello everyone, and welcome to SAME's Capital Week Attendee Orientation and Training Webinar. This is Ann McLeod coming at you from the SAME National Office at the Washington Engineer Center in Alexandria, Virginia. I will be chatting at you today with my teammate, Sarah Staley, and our support team, Jacqueline Barrett, talking to you all about Capital Week and everything that you need to know. If at any time you've got any technical issues, please do enter those in the chat and use the Q&A tab for your questions. So why don't we get started? And thank all of our virtual Capital Week sponsors. We could not put together any of our programs without these great sustaining member companies who support our efforts. So thank you so much to all of them. We do have a code of conduct, as you all know. The bottom line is be kind, be cool, be considerate. So why don't we go over some tips and in the meantime, get to know each other a little better? Why don't you enter your favorite quarantine silver lining in the chat now? So a few housekeeping notes and tips. We recommend that you do not connect today or during Capital Week when you are connected to a VPN. That seems to get in the way of having a great experience. Audio is broadcast through your computer speakers. If you can hear me now, you've done it correctly. If you can't hear me now, you don't know what I'm saying. So, won't say much more about that. We are recording this webinar today, and a PDF version of the presentation will be on our help page of the website, and you can also download it from the handouts tab at the top of your control panel. That will be in place as well during the briefings next week. So let's get started to learn a little bit more about you guys and let us know how many times you've attended Capital Week in the past. Is this going to be your first? Have you come? Oh, actually, that is not the question. Okay, I got really confused. Oh, there we go. Thank you so much, Jackie. So is this going to be your first Capital Week? Were you supposed to come last year, but we got canceled? Or maybe you've been 2 or 3 or 4 or more times, in which case you're a complete expert. Yes, last year, 1 year ago tomorrow is when we canceled Capital Week. And unfortunately, that's when the craziness began. So let's take a look and see. We've got 45% of our audience saying that this year will be their first. So welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And we hope that we will provide you with all of the information that is needed today. So let's learn a little bit more and ask you how many virtual conferences you have participated in. Will this be your first? Have you done an SAME event last year and maybe others? You've done a virtual event with other organizations, but not SAME, or at this point, there are too many to count. And I'm sure most of us can say we've been on so many more video meetings than we care to admit. So 67% said that this will be their first virtual conference. Wow. I don't know how you guys manage that, but congratulations to you. And 33% said too many to count. Wow. There are many benefits of attending virtual Capital Week, and they still apply even though we are virtual. We've got educational opportunities. We've got one-on-one networking. You can ask questions to the speakers during the sessions, which I think sometimes is a little bit easier on this type of platform. And of course, you can meet potential and current clients and teaming partners. So a few facts and figures. We do have 45 exhibiting and sponsoring agencies and companies who you can connect with. And as of 2 p.m. today, we had 735 individuals registered for Capital Week. So this will be the largest Capital Week ever. Typically, we are around 600 people. So that is very exciting that more people are getting to participate and get all of the knowledge that we will be presenting. So one of the features, of course, of Capital Week is our general sessions. And in the past, if you've come, we've had a panel featuring all of the engineering service chief leaders. We decided after a not so great try to have a panel of all of our leaders at JETC, we thought it might be more beneficial to talk with them one-on-one. So you can see here each day we've got a fireside chat with a different chief. These are the times of those events, and it really just allows them to have a little bit more time and go a little bit more in depth with them in an interview format. So we are looking forward to those. And of course, we'll be using a similar platform to this Big Marker, and it allows you to submit questions throughout the session for the chiefs. Of course, we have the program briefings and education sessions. These are all concurrent sessions, so there's multiple things happening at these times. We do want to point out to you that the briefings themselves are not recorded. You do need to participate in them live to listen to the content. So if you are the only person from your company and you want to do more than one thing at once, just know maybe you need some reinforcements because the briefings are not recorded. We've got 3 education sessions throughout the course of the event. Those will be recorded. Again, the briefings are not recorded, neither are the general sessions. So in preparation for all this, oh my goodness, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So I do apologize for that. There we go. Sorry about that. I didn't follow my pre-session checklist. So apologies to our attendees and for my teammates. You can bookmark sessions that you want to participate in, and we are going to show you how to do that. There are follow-on group chats after the program briefings. So basically, it's a public chat to follow up, in an in-person setting. Typically, when a session is over, there's a lot of people who walk up to the front of the room to try and chat one-on-one with the speakers. Obviously, we can't do that, so we've created these follow-on discussion group chats following the sessions. And of course, you can participate in the sessions using the chat and Q&A tabs just like you are doing right now. We've got 5 executive sessions throughout the time period. These are topic-based sessions regarding some issues that are pertinent to the industry. So a question that we get a lot about these sessions, they are limited to government employees and executive level representatives from private industry. What does that mean? So when anyone registers, we ask them for their seniority level, and anyone who responds that they're an executive will be able to get access to these sessions. If by executive, what we mean is that you are one of the top leaders of the federal sector in your company. And we will show you how to bookmark the sessions. You wouldn't be able to bookmark them if you did not indicate that you're an executive level attendee. So we've got some engagement activities, one each day. So we are trying to up our game, our cool quotient, our fun quotient, and give you the opportunity to engage with people in a different type of atmosphere. So here's our different activities. And Tuesday, we've got a virtual escape room, which should be cool. People will be organized into teams, and we do ask for pre-registration. So if you're interested in doing that, please head to the website and sign up for that today. And then you can see we've got some other cool activities. So we do hope that you participate in those. It's a little way to give your brain a break, because it's a lot to take in all of this digital stuff. Ways to connect with others. We've got one-on-one appointments, which is a brand new aspect to Capital Week. Our virtual exhibit booths and chat and discussion groups. So let's talk a little bit more about those. So you can prepare to engage in all of these different activities by planning your time and using the Capital Week website tools to get organized. So definitely you want to review the conference schedule. Please don't wait to the last minute to figure out what you're going to do, because you're going to waste your valuable time. You want to make sure you determine which sessions you want to attend. Again, they're not being recorded, so it's very crucial that you create your plan of attack. You want to request your one-on-one appointments, review the exhibitor list, review the attendee list, and whatnot. So before we show you how to do that, let's find out if anyone's on top of their game and if you've started using the Capital Week website and the ASC, which is our Attendee Service Center. So either you are ready, you've already updated your schedule and you've looked at the sessions, maybe you've checked out the site, but you haven't done anything, or ASC, does that mean and so cool? That's so cute. I like that answer. So let us know which of these applies to you.
And Anne, I just want to jump in real quick. And while Anne's going over this, it might seem like we're asking you to do a lot, and we are, but really we're telling you all this for your benefit so that you can have the best experience at the conference. We have put a lot of time and effort into preparing this for you, and we just want you to be able to have a great time in a couple weeks and make the most of everything.
That is a great point, Sarah. Thank you so much. And I definitely think if you have not participated in anything, this can seem really overwhelming. And believe me, it'd be a lot more overwhelming if we didn't share this with you ahead of the time. We don't want you to feel lost during Capital Week. So awesome. So it looks like we've got 27% of our audience who have already updated their schedule. Awesome. We've got about half who have reviewed the site and they still need to do other stuff. And 25% think and so cool. Thank you so much. I really love you as well. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't know how I would have made it throughout the past year. So the key, of course, is the Attendee Service Center. So you can set up your personalized itinerary, take care of your appointments, and you log in to the Attendee Service Center using the credentials that are in your registration confirmation letter. Basically, every single email we send you has your login information. And just of note, if you are a speaker, we've got the Speaker Service Center. If you're an exhibitor, we have the Exhibitor Service Center. The Attendee Service Center is different from those things. So make sure you log in to the right place. So we are going to first talk a little bit about the appointments, and then we will do a quick demo. And again, at any time, if you have any questions at all, pop them into the Q&A, and Sarah will let me know that we've got a question at that time. So the appointments, of course, we know a huge benefit of an in-person meeting is all the conversations you have in the hallway. Well, there is no way to really replicate that, but we do have one-on-one video appointments. So you can search for people who you want to meet with beforehand and make an appointment with them. That helps you better manage your time and their time. But our system does allow for on-the-fly video meetings with other folks, and we're going to show you that. So all of the appointments we have scheduled throughout the day, at the beginning and end of the day, or during breaks. Now, if you attended SBC, one of the big pieces of feedback that everyone gave us was there was too much going on at any one time, and it was hard to juggle everything. So we've tried to deconflict as much as we possibly can. The appointments are 15 minutes long, and there's a 5-minute break in between. So during our 1-hour breaks, there are 3 different times that you can have appointments. And these appointments are different in that this is individual to individual, not an individual requesting an appointment from a company. That was how SBC was set up. Everyone does have full ownership of their schedule. So it's very important that you take the opportunity now to manage your schedule, indicate when you're not available, because that way no one can request appointments with you at the times when you cannot meet. If you don't want to participate in this at all, this meaning you don't want anyone to request appointments from you, block off your entire schedule, then nobody can send you an appointment request. There is no obligation to participate in this. There is no obligation to accept an appointment from someone. So don't feel pressured. That's totally up to you. Again, we've got over 700 people registered now. We are getting 50 to 100 people signing up every week. So it is a lot. It can be overwhelming. There is no obligation. So don't worry about making somebody mad. Just you do you, and if you don't want to meet with someone, then don't. So prior to Capital Week, you're going to manage your schedule in the ASC. And then during Capital Week, you can manage everything within our live event platform. So our appointment requests opened today. We actually have had quite a bit of activity. So if you haven't started on that yet, we will get to it. And I think I mentioned, maybe not, there is no deadline to request appointments. So again, if you didn't get to it, if you don't get to it as people are registering, you can, on the Tuesday of Capital Week, still request appointments with people. And if they have time available, you can send that request. Okay, so let's show you how it is all done. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and here we go. So here we are at the Attendee Service Center on the Capital Week website, and I'm going to log in. Once you've logged into the Attendee Service Center, you see this here, which tells you all about what you can find in the Attendee Service Center. So while we're here, before I get to the appointments, you can see on the left-hand side all these different menu items. So our attendee list is available for downloading. This is an Excel file. Please note that we did ask folks during the registration process how they wanted their information to be shared. There's a number of ways. People did opt out of being on the list. As I said, there are 700 and some odd people who are registered. You're not going to find 735 people on the list because some people did not want to be included on the list. So do keep that in mind. This is not for mass marketing. The only people who are permitted to send out marketing messages are officially registered exhibitors and sponsors. So just keep that in mind, and we ask that you follow our code of conduct and do not abuse the list. So let's head over to the networking appointments menu item. So here's where you are going to manage everything about your appointments. You can see here at the top, there are a number of tabs. my system defaulted to opening this appointments tab. So since we're here, I'm going to talk a little bit about this. You'll see that I've got 2 appointments on my setup. I've got one Kelly and one from Sarah. So this is organized by day. So these appointments are both occurring on Tuesday the 23rd, and the time is listed over here. You see this little calendar icon is a green check mark. That means that the appointment has been approved. So what happens is when somebody requests an appointment with another person, it sends them a request for an appointment. And then the recipient can either accept or decline. So this calendar here is going to be different colors. You can see the legend at the bottom that will tell you what the different colors mean. So here I can click on Kelly's name, and that will open Kelly's profile. So you can see a little bit more about the person with whom you're meeting or who requested an appointment with you. We're hoping that this will help you determine whether or not you want to meet with said person. Next, you'll see here under Kelly's name, it says appointment owner Ann McLeod. That means that I, Ann McLeod, have requested this appointment with Kelly. I initiated the appointment. This stuff here at the bottom, just ignore that for now. We're trying to get that removed because that has to do with if, for example, you were requesting an appointment with a company, which case this is not. So here under the appointment with Sarah, you'll notice the appointment owner is Sarah. So that means that Sarah asked me if I would meet with her. So that's when you're looking at all your appointments, that's a quick way for you to know, well, did I ask for this appointment or did Kelly ask for this appointment? I can't remember. That's what you can look. And of course, you can download this to your calendar, which of course is helpful. I live and die by my calendar. I'd be late for everything if there's not a calendar appointment. So that can help keep you organized. So again, this is the tab that you really can see what's going on with your appointments. So next, let's go over to the time blocks. So this is where you are going to manage your availability and your time. So if you are not available, you want to click under block, the check mark, and that is going to make sure that nobody can ask you for an appointment at that time. So I've blocked out most of my calendar, as you can see. And you can see for these time periods, it is showing that I have an appointment already. So again, when this is over, you want to log into the Attendee Service Center and go in and manage your time blocks ASAP. Okay, next, let's click on Profile Setup. So you remember that I showed you the little pop-up when I clicked on Kelly's name, and it showed you some different information about her. That is pulling from this profile. So you answered these questions when you registered for Capital Week, and we would strongly encourage you to just go through here and make sure that this is correct. Because again, it's what shows on your profile, and it's also a way that you can search for people and they can search for you. And if you make any changes, make sure you hit save at the bottom. Okay, now that we've done that, let's head over to the search tab. So there are a couple aspects to the search tab, but let's talk first about the attendees. So I've scrolled down a little and you can see these three buttons: attendees, exhibitors, session. So now I've clicked on attendees and you can see there's a few different ways that I can search for attendees. So let's just say I want to find someone in Alabama who is 8A certified. I'm going to click search. No matches found. Okay, that's unfortunate. Let's just see here. Okay, I just put in, I want to find people who are 8A certified. I hit search. Now it gives me all the attendees who indicated that they are with an 8A certified company. Again, I can click on their name to see their profile. And look, I can see their NAICS codes. Fantastic. So if I wanted to make an appointment with Peter, I can click on make appointment. Now, you notice when I opened Peter's appointment schedule, you see how there's an X in all of these time frames. That's because Ann blocked those times off from my schedule, and I had appointments at some of these times. So the system isn't going to allow you to request an appointment with someone else if you have either blocked that time for yourself, or if you already have an appointment at that time. So, you know, it's just a check and balance for you to not double book yourself. So if I wanted to now meet with Peter, great. He's available at the only 2 times I have. I'm going to check the time that I want to meet with him. And I can scroll down to the bottom here and then send Peter a note. So this is, the system will send an email to you when you have any activity regarding your appointment. And the note, you're going to see that when you log into the system. So highly recommend when you're asking someone for an appointment, tell them why. So I might say, hey, Peter, I've been searching for the right A company to team with. Would love to talk to you a little bit more. So you can type in your note here in the notes field, and then you're going to click request appointment. And then Peter will get my appointment request. And so again, you can search people by various ways: their last name, their company name, state, all of that stuff. This is just really to enable you to make connections with folks. And you can also bookmark people if maybe they don't have appointments, but during Capital Week, you want to send them a private chat or what have you. You can bookmark the person. All right, let's now, since we're here, check out how we can search for exhibitors. Again, there's no appointments with exhibitors. It's all person to person. But here is how you can search for exhibiting companies. So maybe I want to find all the companies who conduct business in Alabama. I'm going to hit search, and no one. That's unfortunate for me. So let's clear that out. Maybe I want to see someone with a bona fide office in California. Hopefully that found. Nobody is found. Okay, we have to look into that. Let's clear that. Anyway, I'm going to hit list all to list all of the exhibitors. So you can see the entire exhibitor list came up. I can click on that company to learn a little bit more about them. You can see they've put in all this great info. And if I want to bookmark them to make sure I visit their booth during Capital Week, I can check off these bookmarks. And finally, here we've got session. So this is how you can search for sessions, and you can bookmark those. So I'm going to search for all the sessions happening on the 24th, and maybe I want to bookmark those. This is going to translate to your agenda in the live event platform. So you'll see then here at the bottom, there's a PDF itinerary. I'm going to click on that. And this is going to show me everything I've bookmarked and my appointments. So we definitely know people like printing stuff out. You like having a paper record. That's totally fine. And the PDF itinerary was created for you. So you can see here on this first page, I am showing my appointments. And on the next page, it is showing me the sessions that I bookmarked, the exhibitors that I bookmarked, and the attendees that I bookmark. So that way during the event, I make sure that I cover all of my goals and connect with everyone that I want. And there's also a bookmarks tab, which shows you your bookmarks, and you can also access the PDF itinerary from here as well. So with that, I'm going to pause a second and see if we've got any questions.
And we don't have any questions yet, but there was a quick one that Kelly was able to answer, but I do just want to call it out. We had a question about if people can make appointments prior to Capital Week. And I know that we discussed this already, but yes, appointments are open now. So you can make your you can do all of the things that Anne was discussing right now and get your appointments started as soon as we are done with our session today.
Yes, great question. So definitely start doing those appointments now, and no reason to delay on that. But all the appointments take place during Capital Week. So,
and I'm not sure if you covered this. I apologize if you did, but we for SBC we had a cap on the number of appointments that you could make, and we don't have that cap for Capital Week. So you can make as many appointments as you would like. That's just something that we want all of the attendees to know.
Yes, absolutely. Great question. There is no limit. So, so go get them. Okay, so with that, all of that demo of the Attendee Service Center, let us now walk you through our live event platform. So the day when Capital Week begins, you will come to the live event platform login page. It looks like this. Believe me, we're going to email you. We're going to post it all over the website. It's going to be all over the place. This is what you need to see, and you're going to log in here using your Attendee Service Center credentials. So as we enter the platform, we will end up in the main lobby. So it gives you the feeling of being at a convention center. And there's a number of ways to interact with the platform. So the three main activities really are the Expo Hall, the Education and Activity Portal, and the Networking Portal. So you can enter these three things using these doorways, or you can interact using the menu across the top. It's really up to you. So let's start at the Expo Hall with our wonderful supporting companies. So you'll see I put my mouse over Expo Hall, and you see a number of drop-down things. So this is a way to just connect with companies in these specific areas or alphabetically or what have you. We also have a directory, so you can search for company names, search for exhibitors based on their NAICS code. If you just click on Expo Hall, it's going to take you to this main page where you see all of the exhibiting companies. Do note there are multiple pages, so let's give some love to people who are at the end of the alphabet. And let's click on the SAME booth for example. So all you do to enter someone's booth is click on their logo. And so you see here the SAME booth. Up here in the top right, there is a number of menu items. So you can click About Us so you can learn a little bit more about that company. And this also shows you their chat hours. We'll get to that in a moment. So there's documents and videos and a bunch of other stuff that the companies may upload. You're going to see that up here in this menu. And then below the booth, let's talk about that. So the Ebag, throughout the platform, you're going to see this Ebag option that allows you to save. It's kind of like a bookmark, like we talked about in the Attendee Service Center. It's going to save that information to your conference bag. So let's click on Documents real quick. So I can save this document, whatever it is, to my eBag, and I can download it later, and we'll show you the eBag in just a moment. So earn game points. We've got a scavenger hunt going on that will earn you some points. Contacts underneath the booth is going to show you the list of all the people from that company who are participating in Capital Week. So it's a great way for you to learn more about who is with SAME or whatever company that you're with. You can save that person to your eBag. You can send them an email through the system, so you can make a connection with them. This button appointment, we're working on that, getting that removed because you can't make an appointment with a company. And then we've got this chat button. So right now this is chat offline. When the chat is online, again, in the About Us, we saw the chat schedule. This will take you to their public booth chat. And we're going to show you that in just a moment. So that is how you can connect with that exhibitor. The education and activity portal, this is where all of the sessions and our activities are taking place, so you can connect with those. There's a schedule at a glance, and then you can see we've got things organized by type and by day. So you can look at those lists if you want, or if you just hit education activity portal, it's going to show you everything. So this lists all of our sessions by day and by time. And this is how you are going to get into the session at the time of the session. So you'll see for the general session, it says session will open 15 minutes prior to the start of session. So at 10:45 on the 23rd, this button will turn green and it's going to say join webinar. All you do is hit that button. It's going to open another window and get you into the Big Marker platform. That's the platform we're in right now for that session. Pretty easy. If you want to download that session to your Outlook, again, to help you stay organized, you could do that right here. If you want to learn more about the session, click on the title of the session. And over here on the right side, it is going to give you some more information. You can see the speakers. And here you see discussion chat. So I mentioned earlier about the post session discussion room chat. This is how you get into that discussion chat. You just click that button and it opens the communication portal. So it's as easy as that to connect with all of those activities and sessions. I'm going to skip over networking portal for just a moment. Our game room is where we've got our games going on. You can see the leaderboard to figure out who has done stuff. I'm in first place, but that really means David Guzman is in first place because I'm not eligible to win. So kudos to these folks. They've already started navigating things. Awesome job there. So you can learn more about the games here in the game room. The Wellness Lounge is a self-select way that you can to practice a little self-love. We've got a lounge with various different things you can do, short stretches, longer stretches, self-care videos, music breaks, really cool stuff. We care about you as a whole person, so definitely visit our Wellness Lounge during Capital Week when you need to just recharge for a couple moments. The Ebag, again, is where you've saved stuff, documents, people, whatnot. You can come to the Ebag and download the things that you have saved here, making it easy for you. And after Capital Week, all the items from your Ebag will be saved in the Attendee Service Center, so you can also pick them up from there. The help desk is obviously where you can come for assistance. There's documents and there's information on how you can contact us if reading stuff is not your style. And then you'll see your name at the end here, and under your name is where you can also find your agenda. So that's everything that you bookmarked as far as your sessions. You can see your profile, which really is just your photo, which is shown throughout the platform. So with that being said, let's go back to Networking Portal. So I've put my mouse over Networking Portal. You can see, you can also access your agenda from there. And the Networking Portal menu item, just to note, if you are registered as a booth staff personnel, that will say Exhibitor Networking Port and not Networking Portal, but it's basically the same thing. So here you can see we've got our chat and discussion groups, Smart Match appointments, which is your appointments. We've got a keyword search. Here's another place that you can look for people. I'm going to look for everyone with the name Jeff. You see that I typed in Jeff, and there's two tabs. Attendees, that's people who are registered as attendees, and there's booth staff. That means people who are registered under a booth. You can see I typed in Jeff, and it also found people with the name Jeffrey. So you can put in a company name in here, whatever you want to. Again, a way to search for people. Let's go to Smart Match appointments. So again, this is where you can manage your appointments during Capital Week. So you don't have to do it in the Attendee Service Center. Looks pretty familiar, right? So it works the same way as the Attendee Service Center networking appointments menu item. So that should look pretty familiar to you. And just one note is that this is where you're going to come to actually connect with your appointment at the time of the appointment. So at 11:50 on Tuesday the 23rd, when it's time for me to meet with Kelly, I'm going to come here and I'm going to click on this chat icon, and it is going to open our communications portal. And let's just wait for this to load real quick. So here I've connected with Kelly. And to start the appointment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Request Video Chat. I'm just going to do it. I don't think Kelly is there. This sends Kelly a request to start the video chat. The video chat isn't going to start until Kelly says, yep, I want to accept. Now, we know that Kelly and I already have an appointment together, but in order for the technology to open the windows, we need for Kelly to again confirm that she wants a video appointment with me. So that's the way that works. And if you're the recipient, it's going to send you a note saying Kelly wants to chat with you. You're going to say yes, and it will open the whole video technology. Now, one thing we do strongly recommend, we will open the live event platform on Monday, the 22nd. Strongly recommend, if you didn't participate in SBC, test it out. If you've got a teammate who is also registered, send each other a video chat message to make sure that it works. You need to enable your camera on your browser and everything. You do not want to wait till 1 minute before you have an important appointment with someone to test the technology. Use Monday the 22nd to take care of that. Okay. Chat and discussion groups. This is our chat portal. And again, looks just like what I just opened. So this is a way that you can chat with exhibitors, participate in discussion groups, and have one-on-one chats with other participants. So think of this as Teams or Slack for Capital Week. You noticed it opened another window. Strongly recommend that you keep this window open through Capital Week. If you've got 2 monitors, I would have this open on one and have the live event platform open on another. That way you don't miss anything. So let's talk about this a little further. Over here on the left, you see Exhibitor Booths. So this is how you can enter the public chat for any of our exhibiting companies. It is in an alphabetical order listing. You simply click join, and then you will get into the booth for that company. So now I am in AECom's booth. I can just send them a message right there by typing in the bottom. Over on the right side, I can see all the individuals from AECom who are registered. Let's just say I want to have a private chat with Mark. I can click on those 3 dots next to Mark's name, and I can then open a private chat with just Mark and send him a note or request a video chat from him. So you'll notice once you visit an exhibitor booth, it is going to save them in your listing here. So it's easy for you to visit them again later. The discussion groups are topic-based, again, public chats on certain topics. So we are going to be putting more discussion groups in. I just created these. Yes, I am a Peloton cult member. So of course I created a discussion group about Peloton. So if I wanted to participate in that, I just click on join and it's going to open this. So the great thing about these discussion groups is you can see all of the chitter chatter that has occurred before you ever came there. So helps you learn about different topics, engage with other folks. You know, it's kind of fun to come in and out and see what people have to say. And of course, once you visit a discussion group, it is going to save that in your listing there. Finally, we've got private chats. These are one-on-one chats with other people. So if you want to slide into someone's DMs, you click on that search icon and you can search for people in a number of ways. So I'm going to just use Jeff. And so I typed in Jeff. I see all the people named Jeff. You can see them. This is just a key. So if they had a red circle around their photo, that means they're a speaker. And if I wanted to have, if I want to slide into Jeff Dugood's DMs, I'm going to click on private chat next to Jeff, and I can send him a message right here. And it will save everyone that you've had a private chat with on this side. Now, if someone sends you a message in between the time you last visited, you'll see a red dot next to their name. And that's how you know if there is new activity. One final thing that I will mention is you can see Jeff is online, and just we encourage you to remember to toggle your availability. You do that at the very top by clicking your name. You can see it says I am online. I'm going to check that, and it says you are offline, and you'll notice that my little dot turned red. So if somebody comes here and they try to search for me and they see that my thing is red, well, maybe they'll know I'm not going to respond to them immediately. And so that is our chat and discussion group portal. And that's the big overview of our live event platform. And with that, I'm going to stop for a sec and I'm going to see if we have any questions.
Sure. And Beth had a great question about PDHs, and we haven't really gone over this yet as to, how much. We only have a few PDHs that will be available during the sessions, but can you share where, I believe on here we can download the PDHs, and then also where they'll live on our website?
Okay, great question. Yes, there are 3 sessions that have PDHs, and I believe one's on Tuesday, one's on Wednesday, and one's on Friday. 1 PDH per session. Briefings do not qualify for PDHs. So if you come to the networking portal, you see there's a menu item conference certificate. So you can come here and your certificate will be shown here if you've attended those sessions. And then on the Attendee Service Center, there also will be a menu item that you can download your certificate from the Attendee Service Center as well. So great question.
Okay, great. And while we're on this page, can you just show people one more time where to enter their appointments that we talked about earlier?
Absolutely. So when you are here in the networking portal, and again, if you are an exhibitor, it will say Exhibitor Networking Port. You are going to hit appointments. Right now it says Smart Match Appointments. We're trying to see if we can change it to say one-on-one appointments. Regardless, look for the word appointments. You're going to click on that, and then you want to go to the Appointments tab. And when you see your appointments here, so when it's time for me to meet with Kelly, I'm going to click on the blue chat icon, and it is going to connect me with Kelly. And once I'm here, I'm going to request a video chat with Kelly. When she accepts, then the video room will open. And, in follow-up, again, the appointments are 15 minutes. And so the video technology starts at 15 minutes. There is a countdown clock. So the clock starts as soon as the first person enters the video room, and it is going to shut down at the 15-minute mark. There is no warning. So do keep your eye on the clock so you are not shocked when it shuts down in the middle of a sentence. So hopefully that answered that question.
Yes, that's perfect. 2 things that I'll go through. Just to reiterate, this platform is going live on Monday, March 22nd. We will have the link posted on the main page of our SAME website. It will be posted on the Capital Week website. We are going to email it to you. If you cannot find the link, please send us a chat so that we can give it to you. But Monday, March 22nd is when everything kicks off as far as getting into this live event platform. There's a couple questions about this session in particular being recorded. We are recording this session. It usually takes about a day for the recording to become available. And so hopefully at some point tomorrow, we will have the recording posted and we will put it on the Cap Week website in the video tutorials page. So check back there to make sure that you can see it if you would like to watch this recording again. Okay. Another quick question for you, Anne. Jane asked, how do I see time slots for the people I would like to meet with? And that's a appointments question.
Okay, great. So great question, Jane. So again, let's go back to the Attendee Service Center since that's how you're going to interact with us now. So again, when you conduct your search, so let me click on Attendees. So let me put in the last name of Smith. How about? So now I find everyone with the last name of Smith. And in order to see when Melissa is available, I'm going to click on Make Appointment. This is going to open the calendar. And again, I blocked myself out. So again, this is going to show you if there's a circle. This is a time when both Melissa and I are available. So, you know, looking at this, Melissa could be available the whole entire time, but because I, Anne, am blocked out, it's not showing her as available because the system is not going to let me make an appointment with Melissa when I already have an appointment. So that's how you look at someone's availability again, and it's also in comparison to your availability. So hopefully that answered that.
Yes, great. I just want to remind everybody, and then we can go on. All of our sessions are in Eastern time. So if you are in a different time zone, please make sure that you have your calendar correct so that you don't miss any sessions. The sessions are not being recorded except for our 3 education sessions. So Eastern time is what you want to look for when you are getting your schedule together.
Great reminder.
Okay, and so Anne, that's all of our questions so far. So I think we can continue on.
Great. All right, awesome. I see we're coming to the end of our time. Of course, we can keep on going, but sorry, you know, sometimes it gets a little long-winded there when explaining all of the things. And I know it's a lot, and so hopefully you found this helpful. So basically everything we showed you, now it's up to you to put it all together. So, you know, take a look at everything that's happening. You really have to prepare appropriately. It's really funny looking at post-event surveys. So many people say they didn't realize how busy they were going to be, how much they were going to have to do, so on and so forth. So it's very important that you take a look at all of the stuff we've gone through, determine what's most important to you, what you need to accomplish, and set your schedule. You know, I think in virtual conferences, the thing is when you're sitting at your desk, either if it's at your home office or in your office, there's this feeling that you've got to keep up with your email, you've got to make your business phone calls, and you've got to also do this. If you were coming to Capital Week in person, you would be focusing 100% of your time on Capital Week. So you really need to think of it that way. You wouldn't make the investment of, you know, a flight and a hotel and your registration fee and all this stuff and sit there on your phone the whole time. At least I hope you wouldn't. And so you've got to approach this in the same way. Go into it, make your goals, plan accordingly, and then that's the only way you're going to not feel overwhelmed. After the fact, you know, document your ROI. We hope that you get a lot of it. We do care. And then, next virtual conference, tell yourself, okay, here's what I did great. I need to keep doing that. Or here's what I need to improve upon. And, I think the thing about these virtual conferences, there are aspects of things that we will continue once we are in person. I mean, I think that I hope that you agree that being able to search people and these different demographics is really helpful beforehand. And so maybe we won't have appointments, but we'll still have the technology of you being able to really search for the people you're looking for. So now we're going to talk about some fun stuff, and I'm going to turn it over to Sarah for that.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So, are you in it to win it? One of the things that we'll be doing during Capital Week is having some social media fun. So we want you to share your selfies with us, how you are enjoying your Cap Week, what's your drink of choices throughout the day. We've had some fun photos throughout our year of COVID with different virtual events. So make sure that you are following us on social media. You will be entered in to win some great prizes. Anne had already mentioned on our, I might have that slide actually. Yes, Anne mentioned the game room when she was giving the tour of the live event platform. So we have a couple great prizes for our top leaders on there. The biggest one is some Marriott points, which I know everybody loves. And so we just want you to participate, have fun with it, and just do the best that we can. There's a couple things, tech talk, that we should talk about real quick. We said this at the beginning, but we want to make sure that you are not connected to a VPN. That seems to be the most asked question of, why things are not working. It's usually because you're not connected to a VPN or you're not using the right browser. So make sure that you are on the current version of Chrome or Firefox and you are not connected to a VPN. You want to enable those pop-up blockers as well as your camera. That's going to allow you to do video chat with the people you are setting appointments with. So make sure you are set up for success. Also allow cookies. And you want to charge those devices. Do you have wireless keyboard, mice, headsets, those kind of things? You don't want those to go dead halfway through a conversation. So make sure that you are charging it up just like you would go to a regular conference. Have everything charged and ready to go the night before so that you are set for success when it comes time to start Virtual Capital Week. I think you already know, but we really care about your experience. We've put a lot of time and effort into making this a great conference for you all. We have lots of videos and how-to guides, so make sure to check out the Capital Week website for those. We're posting those daily and adding more and more each day. So if you don't see something today, check back tomorrow and you might see a new video or tutorial that shows you how to do something that you might have a question with. If you do have questions, you can always contact us. We have a live help desk in the platform and on our SAME website. There's a chat widget at the bottom of the pages that you can talk to a person in real time. We have help desk support that are standing by, ready to assist you throughout the day. There's a phone number on this screen. That's our main phone line, and just follow the prompts for the help desk. We'll be able to help. I do recommend using the chat widget. It's really been a lifesaver for our SAME staff that we can connect with our attendees quickly and efficiently. You can also email us or go into the SAME booth during the live event during the time when the live event platform is open to connect with us. After the conference, we have the post-conference survey, and those are really important to us because that's how we gain knowledge on what we could do better for next year. So we really encourage you to fill out those surveys. They're just such a valuable resource that we can use to make this even better next year. And with that, that is the end of our session. I don't think we have any questions yet, but if you have questions that you want to post in the Q&A, feel free to get that now. We want to thank everybody for joining us today. I know that this was a lot of information, but as we have said throughout the presentation, if you don't know, then you're not going to be successful during the event. So I think anybody who is on this call right now has really put themselves in a place where they can be successful. And we just want to thank you for that, because it's such a valuable experience for everybody. And Capital Week is a members only event. So, we are showing you the best of the best and thanking you for being a member of SAME.
Yes, very well said, Sarah. And I just want to reiterate that we do care immensely about your experience, and that you are getting ROI from your meeting, and that you have, an easy time of it. We do read every single comment on the survey. Our executive director reads every single comment. And believe me, when I say every single comment, I mean every single comment, and we take it very seriously. So do fill that out, or just email us. We don't care how you submit your feedback, just that you do submit your feedback. So we look forward to a great event. Don't forget to interact with the Attendee Service Center. When we get off of here, go and check out your schedule, start managing it. And we really look forward to seeing you the week after next on the digital floor. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us today. And over and out from Alexandria, Virginia.